Yes, family, we got another guest on the way. I'm going to pick up right now. Miss TC Atkinson. She is amazing. You talking about serial entrepreneur. This woman is killing it in the skincare business and overall holistic health. We want to hear her story, so we're going to pick her up now from the airport and see what she's doing. What's going on, family? So before you go into the video, first of all, you like your new cut? Before you go into the video, I want to let you know that STB does have that deal going on right now. I want to let you know because some of y'all are going to say, Tay, I didn't know. Help. 2022, STB is going to 25. I was going to say 22,000. It's going to 25,000. And at 25,000, it is a lifetime deal. But right now it's at 15K. I know you don't have 15K. I get it. So what I'm doing for December is I'm going to try to get everybody in at $3,000, right? You're going to pay $3,000 every 6 months. This is what we used to do. Y'all have been asking me for this, so I wanted to do it for you. So you can pay $3,000 right now. This is going to be good to the end of the year, right? When 2022 hit, it's a wrap. No late people running through the door. I know how y'all do. So I'm going to let you in right now. $3K every 6 months. When you pay 5 payments of $3K, that will lock you in for $15K lifetime. That means you got access to STB for life. That will not happen again because it's going to 25,000. So enjoy the video, lock in the STB. I'll see you on the inside.
I got Hitman on the beat. School out.
Secure the bag with 1017 Scoochie.
Scoochie.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, East Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, Miami.
Go.
My money machine go beep, I love the sound that it make. Plus all these racks I'm count, I think that my machine about to break. Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private flights, Miami nice, these Gucci bags full of cash. So when they swear from Puerto Rico, we go hard for the cheese. It's all legit, we making grip, they think I'm still selling keys. I just Cartier my eyes, cost 5 G's just to see.
What's going on, family? You know what it is. We got another Money Monday here, and I got another heavy hitter in the world, TC Atkinson. Welcome, my lady.
Yes.
Tell the people what you got going on, who you are, and why you so dope.
Wow, so dope. Okay, so if you guys don't know me, my name is TC Atkinson on the interwebs, and I'm known for my holistic company, Embrace Pangea, and we offer natural hygiene products, herbal detoxes, and whole foods. And outside of that, you know, I'm just showing that it's past possible. Like, you can live whatever life that you want if you're willing to work for it. So I think that's why I'm so dope. I'm the proof. You can do it, period.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So we were kind of talking already about just the whole entrepreneurship thing, how most people are like, hey, you got to work hard. I get it. You got to come up with a product. You got to do this. You got to do that. But they forget about the background. The stuff that's like, okay, when that's over, when I clock out, which you never really clock out as an entrepreneur, then there's the real shit.
That's the life.
Right?
That's the life part that people don't talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, you know, the biggest thing probably for me was relationship.
Yes.
Right?
Or the lack thereof.
Or the lack thereof.
The lack thereof. Like, you mean relationship with myself, with my house? Like, what type of relationship? With another human being? Oh, wait a second. I need a class.
Seriously. Because honestly, we work so hard sometimes and we get so focused in our business that we kind of forget about, not even forget, it's just nothing else takes priority over our baby.
Thanks.
Right? And it's hard for many people to understand that, right? Especially, you know, when someone really wants or needs attention, you know, those needy people, right? And this is not just relationships that I'm talking about. We're talking about, you know, friends.
Oh, that's a relationship
family.
too.
We're talking
that's a relationship too.
Seriously. And
it's all a relationship.
Absolutely. And some of those people do not get it. I remember, I'll tell you a story. My mom used to kind of get on to me sometimes. She'd say, you don't call me like you used to.
Oh.
I never really get to talk to you, you know.
That sounds like a guilt trip.
Seriously though.
It sounds like a guilt trip.
And I'm like, Mom, listen, like, I'm trying to push our family to the next level.
Right.
Like, I just need you to understand that. And I said, and if any time I'm not reaching out, you hit me up. And just know that I love you, and know that when I get back, you know, when I can get back to you, I got you. But just know, at the end of the day, I'm trying to do something that's going to push our family and our name to the next level. And that's something I want to talk about because I think a lot of people who are watching need to understand that, whether they're entrepreneurs or not. They need to understand that because either they're on the side of you don't call me enough, or they're on the side of, hey, I'm getting those calls or those texts saying I don't call enough. And we need to know how to maneuver that. So give people a little juice of how you maneuver into some of those things or not, right? Because, hey.
Because I'm the type of person to be like, oh, blocked.
That is hilarious. Okay.
No, but for real,
that's
like,
funny.
There are so many relationships, and even now, like, I'm just like, I won't do business with someone I really care about. Like, if I really
absolutely.
care about you, I don't want to make money with you. I make my own money. I have no reason to make money with you. I want to make life with you.
Right.
So I've had to learn that the hard way
Okay.
because I'm just like, wait a second, like, you're my brother,
Right.
and you're being disrespectful, and I value my business over I value you. But why? Because my business has kept me. Like, it's been the reason why I'm in certain places, why I have the life that I have, and you're being disrespectful after I damn near gave you like almost $100,000 to help you, and now you cussing me?
Right.
Oh, what we're not gonna do is this.
Right.
And you telling me, oh, you love me? That's not love.
Right.
Blocked.
Yeah.
And so that's how I deal with it. And you don't, that's not really dealing with it. So I'm working on myself.
And I can't fault you there because I'll give you a story similar to that. I started Secure the Bag at $50 a month.
Well, I heard that. I was
Right.
like, damn it. Because I'm at $3,000 a
Right.
year. I'm like,
And, it was to prove concepts. So I'm going to teach you a little something. This is how I start all of my businesses. So you start at a lower ticket product, right? So that you can pull people in to build those testimonials. And I told everyone up front, this will increase in price. As I get more testimonials to prove my concept and show you that I know what I'm talking about, I will up the price.
right.
So I had a cousin who is almost like a brother.
Okay.
We were raised together pretty much in a very close setting. So my brother and my cousin were pretty much the same person. So he comes in, he pays $50. I say, I got you. Come on in, $50 a month. Cool, you can afford that.
Okay.
That's less than whatever weed you smoking, right?
That's less than everything.
Right, it's less than everything. So I'm like, okay, you should be fine there. And I'll lock you in so when it goes up, because I knew it was going up to, $6,000.
Okay.
So he goes in, he's looking through maybe 5 minutes of the program, and then he comes back and goes, I want a refund.
Wait a second. Sir.
I go, okay.
A refund off of what, $50?
$50. So I say, okay, I'm not gonna trip over $50. At this time I'm already rich, so I'm like, whatever, like take your money back. So I say, hey, I'm gonna reverse the payment like I do with anybody. I'll click the refund button and it'll be back to you within about 4 to 6 business days.
But you refund and then you block.
No, but here's what happened.
Okay.
So then he instantly says, I don't want a refund that way. Cash at me.
Wait a second. But these terms are not fair.
Right.
But you didn't cash at me though.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So
People being unrealistic.
I do them one better.
Okay.
I say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna cash app you $200 and your $50 is on the way back. That's all you're gonna get from me for the rest of your life. Don't call me back. I don't wanna hear from you ever again. Block.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Now we got the block.
Now we about to hit the
Right, now we got
Have a
the
good
block.
life.
So I'm with you when it comes to the whole block thing, because if you prove yourself to me to be detrimental to what I have going on,
Facts.
I have to remove you.
Facts.
And that's something that I try to teach a lot of entrepreneurs, because we have people around us that are dream killers,
Yes.
energy suckers. You know what I mean? They're gonna suck all of the energy out of you. Whatever good energy you got left, they'll take it. And I see some people's businesses get derailed because they got somebody
Like
talking.
you have no idea. Like even like let's say in 2016, there would be no Embrace Pangea right now because I'm in the health and wellness industry, and that's very antagonist to Western medicine, and everyone that is successful always gets attacked.
Right.
My company was no different. It wasn't racial, it wasn't gender bias, it was nothing like that. It was just because we were getting results.
Yeah.
And so I had like this global bad press, like the US, Latin America, Russia, UK, like literally slandering my company. They're like, oh, this conglomerate, this, you know, and I'm like, I'm in my living room. What are you talking about?
Right.
And so, long story short, the person I was with at that time told me, they were like, if I were you, I would close my doors. I would go under a rock. And I was just like, go under a rock? But wait a second. Last month, I made $25,000. I can't go under a rock right now.
No, not at all.
But it took me like 7-8 months of after that slander.
Right.
I was making like a struggle 2,500, like 2,500 from 25,000.
Oh.
So that really impacted my business.
Yeah.
I didn't make millions before that. I made millions after that because I had to become a person to rebuild.
Right.
And so that's why I'm like, entrepreneurship is not for the weak.
No, it's not.
And the
It's
people
not.
that you will be having sex with, you will be loving on, they will be the person that, just like you said, being detrimental, tearing you down when you really need them. And so those are some experiences where I'm just like, no, I have to keep myself. And that's the personal development. I'm like, entrepreneurship, the 90%, that thing between your ears, the thing that's at the top of your body, the thing that your skull protects, that is what it's all about. So if you build that and you become the person that can keep your business, can't nobody tell you nothing. You be unstoppable.
Seriously. Yep. And that's, you know, I think what I've noticed for majority of us successful entrepreneurs, the one thing we have in common is that persistence.
Have to.
It's that persistence. It's
Have
like
to.
no matter what, I'm gonna get this job done. And whatever that entails, if that means blocking somebody, gotta go. But I gotta keep going down this route. If that means I've talked to some entrepreneurs who, you know, they're like, hey, I haven't had sex in 2 years because I gotta build this business and I won't stop until I hit my goal. And when I hit my goal, then we'll have sex. And it's like, whoa, like that's another level.
They're real into it. They're real deep in entrepreneurship. I'm just like, wait a second. So you mean 2 years? That's like 365 times 2.
Yeah.
How do you function? Like, how do you relieve stress? Like, how do you? Okay.
Yeah. That's
I won't be a
another
part of
level.
that church.
Yeah, that's another level I don't think I want to be a part of either. You know,
I won't be a part of that church.
Yeah, that's another
I
level.
applaud you. I'm here for you. Good luck.
Right. We'll cheer from the stands, right?
Right,
Like,
be right
that's,
over
you know.
here.
But seriously, I've heard a lot of extreme stories like that, where and even for me, I have like some extremes on the other end, where it's maybe, you know, hey, I'm willing to, everybody's disposable type of thing. You know?
But it's true though. Like if you're someone that is serious, like I'm serious about protecting my peace.
Right.
Like after certain situations I've gone through in life, I'm just like, wait a second. Not saying that I'm not the problem, because maybe some days I'll be like, you know what, fuck this shit. But
seriously, yeah.
But I'm just like, today I'm not the problem.
Yeah.
And what we're not gonna do is try to make it seem like I'm the problem because I want better for you. But you don't want better for yourself. You just want to live off of what I've done. I can't do that. So.
And you know what? I got something to say about that, because sometimes we are the problem, but they still need to understand. And the reason why I say that,
Okay.
and people are not gonna like this, but seriously, when you have a winner, a LeBron James, you know, somebody, because we're a team.
Facts.
Whether we're family, loved ones, you know, whether we just having sex, whatever it is, we still a team in some type of way.
It's a relationship.
Every
relationship is a team.
Exactly. And when you have a LeBron James, sometimes LeBron James is gonna be a diva. Sometimes he's like, where's my, you know, special water?
Facts.
And if you don't have my water, I'm pissed.
Facts.
But sometimes you gotta go, you know what? That's LeBron James.
And that's what that person needs to operate
Let
at their
me
best.
make sure he's good.
Exactly.
So that when we need him, he delivers.
Exactly.
And that's something that I've noticed a lot of people don't know how to do, because it's like, well, what about me and my feelings? And it's like, wait, are you producing? Are you producing? If not,
it's true.
then I need you to play the part to help me to get us to the next level. So sometimes that means that you got to put your ego aside so that, like, and I know, like I said, a lot of people not going to like to hear that, but this is how our team works. Even if we're using basketball, when LeBron James is hot, I don't give a shit if you got a good 3-point shot. If he hot, stand over there, wait your turn, play defense, rebound, do what he can't do right now because he's putting his energy on shooting.
Got it.
Everything else you need to focus on, and let him rest on defense, or let him, you know, that's what we don't get as a culture, because it's always about, well, I'm important too, or me, or the family dynamic. I remember you when you was shitting your drawers.
yes.
So I don't give a shit about who you are right now, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And it's like, no, you have to respect that person.
Yep. Everyone grows.
Absolutely.
But not everyone grows with you. And sometimes you may grow into a version of yourself that some people can't even see,
Right.
regardless if everyone else sees it, right? They're always trying to keep themselves big by trying to make you small.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And so for me, my thing is when it comes down to a team is there is no small role. Like everyone matters.
Absolutely.
Everyone matters. I don't care if your job is, let's say, all right, you're going to be cleaning today. I need to have this place clean because if it's not clean, my mind is not going to be right.
messed up. Yep.
And if my mind is not right, when I launch my marketing campaign, I'm going to miss something. It's not going to go right. I'm going to be connecting with the wrong people. Everything is going to be off. So yeah, everyone matters. Everyone matters.
Absolutely. And I do my best to tie my team into that and let them know and show them, like, listen, when I do good, we all do good. If I fuck up, it falls down.
Yep.
So it's like, oh, I took a L, you take a L, you take a L.
And then it kind of spirals. It's like avalanches.
Yeah. And the L
Like-
gets bigger and bigger.
Exactly.
Right? It's like, okay, well, now I got to let you go because all of us just took a L. So that's, you
I
know.
recently fired like 6 people.
Wow.
Yeah, like earlier this week, I literally, and I hate firing.
Right.
Because my thing is, like, I'm a heart person, so I understand, like, dang, like, you just had a baby.
Right.
Like, okay, you have a family. Like, okay, your dad just had COVID, and now you have to go to the hospital. I understand that. So I'm the person that I pay my staff, even if you don't work,
Right.
I still pay you because I understand you are important to what we have going
Absolutely.
on. Right?
Yep.
Even though I may be the
Absolutely.
face, I may be the person that is pushing the product, marketing it, but if we don't have customer support, they think it's me that's not doing customer support instead of a whole slew of people.
Right.
And I'm just like, wait a second. I can't keep having people messaging me thinking I'm screwing up.
Yep.
Nah, 6 people gotta go.
Yep. I was just about to ask you, like, I was going to say, is this like a screw up fire? Like, okay, they just wasn't getting the job done, so they got to go?
And then I fire slow. I'm a slow fire.
Okay, got you.
Like, I'm quick to hire, but I'm slow because I want people to get it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, okay, look, this is how I would like it done. And I'm like, dang, you still not doing it. All right, okay.
I'm going to give you a chance.
Yes, that's me. I'm the chance giver.
I'm
But when
with
I
you.
get to that point where I'm just like, out of here, oh, nah.
Yep,
I
I'm with
mean, fire fingers in my phone. I'm like,
Yep.
but it'd be
I get
nice
it.
though. I mean, fire fingers, but it'd be like, oh, I'm so happy that you were working for this company, but.
That's hilarious.
No,
I get it though.
seriously.
No, I get it because, you know, for me, kind of like what you were saying, it's like I'm quick to hire, and I even give them more than they want. You know, I give you a good example. My chef asked for a certain amount of money, and I was like, I give you 10K more
Okay.
because I need you to move fast,
Yes.
right? So I pay for speed, I pay for quality. You fuck this up, I'll chop you, right? But he gets it, my camera guy, like
Yep.
my whole team, they get it. And it's like, I need you to help and be here because this is not a ringleader versus everybody else. This is a ringleader in this spot. And then I need a bomb ass camera guy. You're the ringleader
your
in that
support
spot.
staff.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And when they get that and when everybody understands that, I think it makes for better production.
Yep.
Because a lot of, and I've seen it, which is why I wanted to talk about this, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs, they try to treat everybody like I'm the big dog, and then y'all just, and it's like, no.
It's no small role.
Exactly, there is no small role.
And the smallest
Everybody-
person will be the biggest mess up.
Absolutely.
If
Yep.
you're not keeping your eyes
Absolutely.
on it, seriously.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yep.
we were in Montgomery, Alabama, I think about 3 weeks ago, because I'm doing some real estate in there. And I had my camera guy. So I have like a in-house camera guy. We just had like a scheduling conflict for this trip. But I remember we went, and the next morning, it was day 2 of the trip. And I'm up, my real estate guy is up, and I'm like, sun's up, I'm up. Matter of fact, I have to greet the sun in the morning. That's
There
the
we
type of
go.
person I am.
I love it.
And so I'm just like, why he not up? And I'm talking to my real estate guy. I'm like, why he not up? Oh, he think I'm supposed to set his alarm?
Right.
I'm nobody's alarm setter.
Absolutely.
And so we leave. I'm like, I'm going to get breakfast. I'm not waking you up. But I end up waking him up anyway because
Because you're that loving person.
for real, I was
Yep.
talking all this mess. But I was like, we'll be back in 30 minutes. And so we leave, we get breakfast, and then we come back,
Right.
and he was ready. But guess what? The next day, though, Oh, he was like, okay, I'm up. Camera in hand, let's get this B-roll, let's go.
That's right.
Why? Because if I don't have B-roll, right, how I'm gonna market and promote?
Right.
So I can't be the person that is in the camera and then behind the camera and then editing.
Right.
I can't do everything. So there's no small role. Everyone is important.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that was just one thing where I'm just like, okay. And the thing is, at that trip, it was like a 2.5 day trip, and we went to 475 properties. Wow. So we were moving. So when you say you have to be on go,
yeah, seriously,
you gotta be on go with me, boy, because we out of here.
Right.
We're up, and then we come home and we go to sleep.
Right.
You be lucky we eat.
I love it.
Like, don't drink too much
I
or
love
anything,
it.
because we're not stopping for peeing.
Right.
We're not. One stop at lunch. So that's me, though.
Right.
But everyone on your team has to know how you work and how you operate. You can't just say, this is the type of person I am, but not really communicate that effectively to everyone.
Right.
Because then they won't be able to know how to really maximize their potential to benefit the whole, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I like that because, you know, so my guy behind the camera right now, he understands the whole routine aspect of things. So he wakes up with me literally, like when I walk out of my room, if he's with me, he walks out of his room and we're like, oh, time to get the day started.
I know that's
work
right.
out, you know, he does his coffee, we go here, and it's just like he's right in sync. He knows what to do, right? Like my whole team is starting to get that same feel. Like if you with me, you know what's going on. You know, okay, this is how he moves this time, this is how, and we just all kind of do this dance together, and we go, you know. So it's a great thing to have the people who are in your circle be that way, because I have had people in my circle who don't. Like you said, you still sleep?
Exactly.
The hell you mean you still sleep?
Exactly.
You know, we moving. It's time to get money.
You about to be left.
Exactly.
And fired.
Literally.
But then I have to be
Literally.
nice and be like, okay, good morning, greetings.
Right.
Let's go.
Yep. So that's something that is very important, is, you know, doing that dance. And when you get it, it just works.
Yes.
It just works. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing. So speaking of beautiful things, what do you say is the most impactful thing your business has done for you?
Like me personally?
You personally. I know you've helped all these other people. You got all these testimonials. You're great. No.
Let's see.
You.
The most impactful thing. Being able to keep my mom alive.
Oh, that's
So
that's dope.
2017, mom was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer that metastasized to her left lymph node, well, right lymph node.
Okay.
And at that time, you know, she's a nurse. She's been a nurse for 35 years in 2 countries. So she's like, oh yeah, I want to do chemo and all this stuff.
Right.
And I'm just like, chemo, smemo, holistic. Let's go.
Seriously.
And so we looked around different locations, and we end up doing a combination of both, right? But I ended up buying a sauna, and the sauna was $5,000.
Right.
So it's a dry sauna.
Okay.
We have it in the living room and everything. And when I calculated, because at the time I was in my PhD program,
Okay.
and I was in my PhD program, and I still had my business. And so when I calculated, I'm like, dang, that's like 2 months of like research versus, oh, okay, that's like half a day of sales, you know? So that's the thing that I really thought about. I'm like, okay, yeah. And to this day, mom is still alive. She's good.
amazing.
She survived everything. She's cancer free. But majority of people who were going through the treatment with her didn't make it. And she even had friends, and you know, that childhood friends who also got breast cancer, and they're not here.
Wow.
So when it comes down to the most impactful thing, keeping my best friend alive. Like,
I love it.
what you mean? Who said you got what? You
That's
got nothing.
so
You have no cancer. Stop it.
That means so much to me to hear you say that, because one of the reasons why I did the whole business thing was for my mom.
Okay.
She's no longer here with us, but when I would see, my mom was one of those kind of like she's single mom, 2 boys, and essentially it was like, listen, y'all are gonna have to take care of me. It was just an understanding.
So it was just like out there.
It was just
okay.
out there, right?
Okay.
So it was an understanding that, listen, like, y'all have to be successful because I'm gonna need you.
Right. Okay.
And she raised us literally with that in mind. So for me, I always knew I had to be rich. I always knew, it's like, listen, Because it's not just enough to say, oh, I can just kind of help you skirt through. It's like, no, you my mom. I want you to have the fucking world, right?
Yes.
So it's like, I know I have to be rich. And that has always been my motivation. That's what's always, even to this day, it drives the hell out of me. Even though she's not here, it's like, I talk to her, and it's, because we got to talk to the ancestors, right?
Yes, have to.
And every day when I talk to her, it's like, I know you see what we're doing, and this is for you. This is for you because I know you wanted this. I know that you wanted me to take care of my little brother, and you have those things that just really, it's like nothing else matters as long as
it's that gut driving.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So that's really good that you said that because I can really relate to that. And without that, I probably would have stopped at like $1 million.
Okay,
it's kind of like, oh, okay, I made $1 million, cool, and then this is it. But her, I can hear in the back of my mind, like that's it?
Yep.
Like,
yep.
We not gonna do no more?
Yep.
Like, you do know, like, a house I want just gonna cost $1 million. Like, that's my mom.
Yep.
Like, my mom would just tell you like it is. Like, listen, like, I got this house I want, and it's gonna cost $1 million, so why we stopping there? Right? And I might want like 3 of those in, different states.
Different locations.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, I gotta go get some more. So it went from $1 million a year to $1 million a month, and now I'm trying to get to $1 million a week. So
come on now.
You know what I mean?
Like I have a friend, and her mom, she's in the hair care industry, and last week in 7 days, her mom cleared $1 million.
Right.
And so she does physical products too.
Okay.
And when it comes down to the conversation that you're having right now, which is really about the inner drive, right? That's not monetary. Right. Like the numbers don't drive you. It's more than that, right? Yep. At the top of this year, my goal was 10 mil. Right. Right? Because last year I did 3, and I was like, all right, that was just in one brand. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do 10 net. Like, as not
That's
shipping,
right.
not
That's
taxes. Like, I want to be like, no, we did 10 mil product sales. Like, we not over here with the fluff with screenshots.
I love it.
And now my goal is not money, because when I look at our sales, I'm just like, I won't ever be satisfied. That high of the numbers is gone, right?
Absolutely.
But now it's like, no, I want to impact 1 million lives that's coming through like my company. And so it's different. So now I'm like, because some days before, I'm like, oh, okay, we did like 40K yesterday. I'm not going to do anything today. I'm just going to chill. But now I'm like, no, I want 1 million people to be impacted by our products. So now I'm not on chill mode. Right. Now I have a different driver, like you said. So yeah, when whoever's listening to this, like if you are so concerned about, let's say, the money part, you're in a different place in your life. Right. And once you start making a certain amount of money, I don't know, whatever that number is going to be, the number is different for everyone. Right. But when you get to that point where you're like, oh, it's not about the money, it's about the impact, that's when you really turn up and you go to a totally different level. Absolutely. Like that drive is going to be, I can't even explain it.
No, you're right, because for me, one of the things that I had to like kind of break down when I was vegan trainer, right, was that I'm aiming to, like you said, impact lives on a different level versus trying to get money. Because y'all need to listen to this. When it's about money and things get tough, you stop everything. Like it's like, you know what? It's probably not worth it.
Exactly.
I would just kind of sit this down. But when it's more so of a driver that, like you said, whether it's family, like the mom situation, whether it's because a lot of people really like love helping people, and that's me. You know, I like seeing our people do better. And one of the reasons what made me go to Secure the Bag from Vegan Trainer was, as I was helping people or trying to help as many people as I could get healthier, I kept hearing the same thing. I can't afford. I can't afford. I can't afford.
The finances.
Right? And it's like, okay, so you can't afford like organic food, like literally. It's like, I need to teach y'all about finances. Right? Because nobody really knew, but in the background, I was trading stocks. I was taking my vegan trainer money and I was trading stocks. And I was, I was doing my financial thing. So people thought that I was just this vegan trainer guy who was, a hippie and, a minimalist. And it's like, no, like I got millions of dollars I'm playing with right now. I just don't talk about it. Right?
Got it, okay.
So when it came to a point, it's like, okay, I need to talk about that because clearly you can't even fix this if you don't have the resources. And that's what really made me convert over to more of a financial holistic channel. Because we still talk about veganism. We still talk,
see that. Remember I messaged you and I was just like, where's this vegan spot you're at in South Florida? Oh my gosh. And I'm like, I pass by this place all the time going to the beach. I never would have thought that they had vegan food.
Absolutely.
I'm like, dang, okay. He got all the good spots. Let me keep watching.
Oh, we gonna hang out, we'll go to South Florida together. We'll hang out and we'll, really just get to it because there's so many spots down there that a lot of people don't know about. Like when I post about them.
Yes.
And they're like, that's in Miami or that's in South Florida.
I'll be like, where is this?
Yeah. So we'll go hang out. I got a few spots that I really love there. And it's just a vibe, It's really cool. So now I do want to say this.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming by because this is something that I tell all of my busy, because I know how busy we are.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate you coming down to the island. I appreciate you being able to just say, look, I'm going to carve out some time and we're just going to do this because the people need to hear it, first of all, and they can't say thank you, so I want to say thank you.
Oh,
right?
okay.
I appreciate you coming by. I'll make sure we put all your information below so they can come, check because y'all need to go get them products. All right? Seriously. But seriously, what is one thing you want to say and leave the people with?
That's a heavy one. What is one thing I want to say and leave the people with? I mean, at the end of the day, for me, it really just comes down to your finances. And that's why I love what you said because it's true. If you want to live a healthy life, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you money.
Absolutely.
Right? If you want to eat healthy, right now, in our backyard, we have 27 different edible items. But I'm traveling. I can't tend to that. And I had chickens and I had bees. How? My chickens are going to starve. Right. No, it's not going to work. So I have to do what? I have to hire someone. And hiring costs. Right. And so if I want to say, I want to have the highest quality food, so therefore I'm going to grow my own food, I need someone to manage that.
Absolutely.
And I need to make sure I have the infrastructure. Do I have water set up? Is my water automated? Right. So all of those things cost. And even when it comes down to, I would say too, everyone's lifestyle is different. Yeah. Absolutely. Right? So I may not be the name brand person or the luxury type person. I remember yesterday, funny story, you're going to laugh at this one. So we get in the car at the airport, right? And Christian is like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a black Mercedes. I'm like, oh, I know what black is, and I know what a Mercedes is. Right. So I'm just like, oh, okay, well, we finally saw the car, we get in the car, and the first thing came to mind was like, oh, I like how this pillow feels because I have scoliosis. And I'm just like, oh, I need to put one of these pillows in my car. And I didn't even think about, oh, it's a Maybach until you said it. When we was standing out here, I was like, Maybach. Yeah, that's in that music, that Rick Ross song. For real. And so everyone's lifestyle is different. Yeah, absolutely. But guess what? If you are going to be the person that wants to live that lifestyle, I'm not saying it's bad because them pillows made my back feel good, but it's going to cost you some money. Right. So, you just have to decide, well, how bad do you want it? And to know that whatever you want is going to require sacrifice. And you have to be more committed to that sacrifice than be committed to pleasing people, even if they say that they love you, because love is a verb, right? And so that's the one thing that I would definitely like to say, just closing out. Commit, sacrifice, and if you can't talk about that one thing for 5-10 years, don't do it. Right. If you're not willing to give up your family, the person that you're in love with, for whatever it is you're working on, then you don't really love and you're not passionate about whatever it is you're working on.
That's deep.
But it's true.
It's deep, and I agree. I heard a very, very important man say, billionaire. He goes, you have to ask yourself, is it easier for me to replace this business or the people who are in the way of the business? So if it's if it's a wife, a husband, whoever it is, can I find another wife? Can I find another husband? Or can I keep them and find another business like this, right? That's gonna produce like this. And it's like, you have to make that decision, and it's
hard. some people, they may see me online, because sometimes I get crunk on my live sometimes, and they be like, oh my gosh, TC's so strong and she's so this, and I'm just like, no, I sell scared. Like, there's so many people like, oh, I don't want to get
Tell
on
me about
live.
it.
I don't want to sell because there's nobody on there. And I'm just like, I don't care where I'm going. You know what I'm scared of? My lights being off.
Yeah.
I don't care where I
Seriously.
live. I'm scared of not having food. That's what I'm scared of. So, yes, I'm going to come to Puerto Rico, and I'm going to come and I'm talking to Tay, and yes, I'm going to pay $1,000 a night. I'm like, $1,000 a night? Where is Tay at? What type of lodging is this? You don't understand. And that's even, and this is important too, because it's mindset shift, right? Because you can be the person that has made millions of dollars, right? And not millions of dollars over years. Like, we talking about, when you report to the IRS, did you make $1 million or more this year? And so I was that person. And even me being that person, even knowing that, yes, I can flip a switch and turn my sales on. I can send an email, send a text, and okay, boom, tens of thousands of dollars, right? I still was the person that was like, oh, $1,000 a night. Is there an Airbnb close? Like, dang, like where else can I stay? Cause I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I ended up doing it though. But what I thought to myself was, oh, I need a bigger bag.
There you go.
I need a bigger bag. So
There you go.
there's always a different level. It's always a different level.
That's that mentality, and that's what I'm glad we got that on camera, because people need to know that.
And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter where you are, whether it's food stamps or whatever. You could be still making money and still have to go through a mindset shift, a money, shift. And so that's why I'm like, no, this is important. This is something I was really deliberating. I was just like, can I just like change my, it's easier to change my flight, fly in and then leave. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna be here for 4 days. And it's 2 of us too. It's me and my camera guy.
Exactly.
So it's not just me. So it's really 2,000 a night. So, but it's important to know, like, yeah, you just got to go to the next level. So don't worry, Tay, I'm coming for my security bag too. It's
That's
okay.
right. That's right. We're
I'm
gonna
coming
get
for
it.
my security bag.
We're
It's
gonna
okay.
get it. We're gonna get it. So no,
yes.
seriously, protect your time and just really appreciate you coming through. I just want you to know that no matter what, I got your back. Because when you come down here and you do that, that shows me, and that's what a lot of people need to know, the token of faith in somebody. If you rocking with a real one, they give it back times 10. I mean, you just never know. So that's why, even with the Maybach, I didn't buy that for me. That's for y'all. So when y'all come down, I make sure y'all taken care of. Like, look, go pick them up. Gotta take care of my people. So.
And I learned a lot from that too. Even though, like I said, I'm not really a name brand person, so I didn't know until you said it. I was just like, dang, like, look at how he's treating us. And you don't really know me, right? We're just getting to know each other through this experience. But I'm just like, yeah, like, that's a certain level of care to a person that you don't know, right? And I'm like, yeah, I need to level up in my life in certain aspects, for real. So it's like each one teach one. You don't know what lesson you're teaching someone based on your actions. So yes.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate y'all for coming through as well. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And then go down and look at my latest stuff, because y'all gonna like what you see, trust me. So we'll put that information below the video. And other than that, y'all better tap in, because we got more good stuff coming.
See y'all.
Peace out.